Hello. Career which is best? Business. Business is the best thing to do because then you can deal with people. You have multiple sources of income when you are in business. Okay. Like in job, you are dependent on one person. Yeah. Right. So when you are doing a job, you are dependent on one person, your employer, to pay you money. In business, you have anyone in the world can come and take your services, and you can get your income. So it gives lots of freedom. That's why. I'm fine, thank you, Varun. How are you? How to identify the strongest planet in your chart? Um, if benefic planet are in good dignity, okay, it is like Jupiter in good dignity, Venus in good dignity, then they are the strongest planet because they are naturally supposed to be providers. They provide you something, and then it is also in good dignity. So it is like best type of providence, like Jupiter exalted or Venus exalted and all, or Jupiter in own sign, Venus moon in exaltation or own signs. These are good dignities. These are strongest planets. I'm fine, thank you. Right. Hi, Prashil. How are you? Sorry. Hmm. Okay. Any question? Sonia ji, I have to see your chart and then I can say about your career, which career is best. With no information, how can I guide you? I give you the best guidance possible with your question, which career is best? Business. For Scorpio ascendant, Saturn and Venus in 6th house, Mars in 12th house, results regarding my and wife's health. Mm, and other results related to the houses. Great. Saturn is debilitated here. Like person should be careful about Saturn related illnesses like bones and teeth and all. Also Venus is there, so like this uh, this sugar, diabetes, urine, kidney, and all these type of illnesses. Mars represents injuries, bloodsheds, and all. Okay, so this is the thing, and like it shows Saturn in Aries, like a person can have long-term health issues. Plus, sixth house also represents your litigation, your disputes, or your debts and all. So try to avoid all those things because they can get into long durations. Like try to avoid getting into any litigation. Otherwise, it can be very long duration and litigation and all. This is for the person's own health issues and other matters. For his wife, I have to see his chart also, her chart also. Also, like sixth house is daily work life. Daily work life is like career and all, especially your workplace. Saturn in Aries shows lots of difficulties with colleagues in daily work life. Does D9 chart activate only after marriage or at certain age also? Every chart is active. Just pay this much common sense that Sun is if Sun Dasha is going on, Sun is active in D1 chart, then Sun will be active in D9 chart also. Okay. One of the articles quoted here about D9 life path will help you. Just go through that article. Is it possible to know about your past from astrology? Uh, People can predict past also. Okay. I thought you will see the chart in the live and guide. I misunderstood. No issues. I usually just respond to conceptual questions of the people. If you have any conceptual question, you can ask. Is it possible to know about your past? Is it true that Rahu, our past life from astrology? If someone is really interested in going into past life, then there are ways like in Jainism there is something like Jati Smaran. Okay, through meditation you can go into past life. Okay, so try that. That will be more helpful. Is it true that that Rahu Dasha always brings a sudden rise in life? It depends on Rahu's position. If Rahu is present in a good placement in a benefic planet house or sign, then it can be possible, right? Like Rahu in Taurus and Venus is well placed, Rahu in Gemini and Mercury is well placed. So then we can expect it. But as I have Rahu Saturn together, I cannot expect that. Okay. Uh, what do you think of puja? Is it helpful? For example, Shani Puja. What I feel is that puja is for thankfulness, gratefulness, to show the gratitude to the universe for whatever universe has already done. I don't think it is as a measure of like bargain or bribe to the god. Okay. So, like, if you are doing puja for thankfulness, any puja is good. If you are doing puja to get something in return, then it is not puja. It is a bribe. It is a bargain. How is Rahu in eighth house for Capricorn Ascendant? Great for any creative matters, especially if someone has research oriented creativity. Rahu in 8,000 Leo. It is like Leo is the sign of creativity. Rahu expands things, amplifies things. So person can be super creative and especially in research oriented matters. What it means to have a Taurus rising and in D9 Virgo rising. Venus and Mercury conjunct in both the charts. We cannot say like this, the whole chart matters. Okay, Taurus rising means person needs to be like getting into this uh, stability security kind of thing. For Taurus and Scorpio, security or stability is like big thing. They want to be stable, they want to be secure in their life. So that's what their life path in D1 is showing. In D9, it is showing Virgo as ascendant. So, like for achieving that stability, security, they should perfect themselves. They should be a very perfectionist kind of thing. Approach is needed. Chameli Das ji, I am not taking questions regarding career and all. If you have any conceptual question, you can ask. I'm not looking at someone's chart. Hmm. Jupiter Rahu is good in D9. D1 Jupiter in Leo. Uh, Aquarius ascendant. Jupiter in Leo is a very good position. Like the Aquarius ascendant, Jupiter is the lord of two money-oriented houses and sitting in the seventh house of business. It shows person's money is coming from business set of work. It also shows person can be very creative and they can have this creative setup of business in some creative things which can bring good amount of money to them. That is in D1 chart. In D9, again, I look for D9 as a chart of a right life path. Jupiter Rahu in Virgo shows that the person needs to be very perfectionist in their approach in life. Okay, then this Jupiter in Leo in D1 can bring great result. Pranam Guruji, can you please list out some combination that can result into someone being a good predictor in Jyotish? This there is a chart, my chart I have shared on the website. Just search for Astro Saxena, chart of astrologer or something like that. You will get my chart with all the conditions which are required for being an astrologer. So yeah, that will help you. That article will help you. Okay. My sun is weak. Can we enter the in its share market? Sun is weak. Even if it is debilitated in Libra, it only shows person is gaining authority recognition from Libra business. Okay, business setup work. So this is going to be beneficial business setup work. Regarding a specific business like a stock market and all, I have to see the whole chart. I cannot say like this. How can we see if a person is able to cure from psychological issues or not? Eighth house is strength of the eighth house, is strength of the moon, especially strength of the moon. Moon is mind, and if moon is severely impacted, then it may be difficult for the person to be receptive towards the counseling. Also, fifth house is the house of counseling. If fifth house or fifth lord is damaged, then person may not listen to counseling. But we cannot judge that person will never be able to get over his psychological issues, especially if we can guide the person through meditation, and if he's just 1% receptive, then things can work out. So it is not that on the chart basis we can decide, oh, this thing is never going to happen. We cannot do that. Okay. What about business and partnership when Ketu in the seventh house, seventh lord Mercury in 11th house, for Sagittarius ascendant? Uh, Business, it is better to have your own business rather than going into partnership, because Ketu in the seventh house will again play its role. It will again bring some sort of issues with the partners and all. So it is better to like have your own business, your own entrepreneurship, then it will work out. If at all the person is like adamant to go for a partnership type of business, they should do everything legally everything should be legally drafted and all, then they will get the best of the result. Is D10 really about career? And does D10 have nakshatras? Jagannath Hora and all these softwares will provide you nakshatras of D10 chart. And D10 is for your right karma, right actions of your life. What right action you should be taking. What is Vipreet Raj Yoga? When eighth lord goes into the sixth house, whenever sixth lord, eighth lord, or 12th lord are exchanging signs, or they are in combination with each other, conjunction with each other, it is like sixth lord sitting in the eighth house, sixth lord and 12th lord are conjunct in ninth house and all. So any energy exchange between sixth house, eighth house, and 12th house are is called Vipreet Raj Yoga. Now the result is that person will have some difficulty, and he will also have some benefits coming out of those difficulty. Like person may have some illnesses, after some time he may get some money from his health insurance. So this is what Vipreet Raj Yoga is. Can you see career in D9, D1, D9, and D10? But go through this process and directly don't jump into D9. First look at D1 chart, then D9, and then D10. Can you please also please suggest any sources which provides detailed information around different padas of each nakshatra? There are many books online. You can search for any book, and there are books, especially like if you go into this, there is a website, one.lib. Okay, it has many books there. You can download many of the books on nakshatras in PDF and all, free of cost. One.lib, something like that, global library or something, and that will be there, and you can download like any book of any big writer also, like a big astrology related author. All the books are there. Millions of books are there. Okay. Mm, Taurus in ascendant exalted, moon in Taurus, you mean to say, Saturn in Scorpio, and Ketu in Virgo in fifth house. Is it too severe for good psyche? It depends on the person how he wants to utilize it. This person can have his own psychological issues, or he can help other people in their psychological issues. So it can go either ways. So Saturn in Scorpio, Ketu in Virgo, Moon exalted can be a good psychologist himself. Okay, so it is. It can bring like good intuition powers. Okay, but a person has to be having some interest in that area of life. Eighth house alone, Jupiter debilitated for spirituality. Eighth house alone, Jupiter debilitated. Spirituality may develop, but may develop through like this occult matters. Like they will be first interested in occult side of life, then they will be interested in this astrology, numerology, and then they will go towards the spirituality. But as Jupiter is debilitated, this progress will happen slowly, with delay. Is there a relationship between planet at the exact same degree as ascendant degree, but in different houses? Yeah, people say like suppose my ascendant degree is 5, and I have Jupiter at 6 degree or 7 degree or 3 degree, then Jupiter Dasha also activates my ascendant. They say that. I'm not sure. Like I didn't experiment much in this matter. Does D60 really show past life, or is it read just like D1? Forget about past life, focus on this life. What we have, where we can change something. Okay. So that is the biggest trouble with people. People are either interested in past life or they are interested in future life. They are not interested in what they have in their hand right now, where they can make some difference. Okay, so forget about past life and all. Focus on your current life. And D60 can be interpreted like a D1 chart for everything in the life, but you cannot use the planetary aspects. How Saturn Dasha will be, if Saturn sits in the first house Sagittarius Lagna. Saturn is always difficult. It will bring changes, challenges in life, and person should be receptive towards the changes and challenges. If they are receptive, good results will delay hard work, perseverance. If they are not receptive, then stress. Okay, Saturn Dasha is same for everyone. It is all about challenges in life. Can Rahu in fourth house in sign of Scorpio make a person see many dreams? Mainly, 12th house is the house of 12th house is the house of dreams, especially if like Moon is also connected with 12th house and all. So that makes person more a dreamy kind of in real life or in like sleep also. So that is more relevant with the dream. Okay, when the lords of fifth, seventh, and the ninth conjunct in 11th, is it a good yoga? Yeah, we can say so. It is a good dhani yoga, but it depends on the person whether he utilizes it or not. Yogas are there in every chart. Thousands of yogas are there in every chart, but most of the time people are not utilizing it. Right. Surya Buddha Shani in ninth house for Libra ascendant. Libra means it is in Gemini. Again, Sun, Mercury, Saturn in Gemini is like all of them are in good dignity. Now this is the best example. It is good conjunction, but it is not good for job oriented career. It is like Sun Saturn together. Person can have lots of difficulties with authority figures. It is 12th from the 10th, so it is loss of authority. So it is not a good conjunction for job oriented. That means this person should be business oriented. Now, if he goes into business setup, then fine, the same conjunction can work well for him. But if this person is not going into business setup, then the person will be in troublesome spot. So this is what I am saying. Lots of yogas are there. Every conjunction is trying to help you. If you are not following the path, then nothing can help you. Okay. What exactly will happen with Saturn after 36 years of age? It is in seventh house, but in my case, as mentioned in Scorpio, nothing will happen. Okay, don't worry. Saturn remains as is, just that you become more receptive towards the Saturn. You become mature after 36 years of age. Saturn is already mature. Saturn is roaming around in the sky for like thousands of years. Saturn doesn't need to become mature. We become mature. So you will realize what are your limitations in this life, what you can expect, what you cannot expect, and if you realize it quicker, then better. Okay, then this Saturn can give you better results. In relationship matters, don't expect much, but in business matters, especially if you are interested in research oriented side of life, occult mystical side of life, then this Saturn in Scorpio can give you great benefits with delay, hard work, and perseverance. In Dhanu Lagna, only Atmakaraka Shukra in sixth house. What will be the result? Venus is in Taurus sign. Okay. Okay. Venus is in Taurus sign, so it is like good for your Daily work life good for own sign Venus, so it is good for daily work life, good for your money matters and all. But it is also sixth house. Sixth house is conflicts. Venus is relationship. Person can have difficulty in relationship matters. So there they can find difficulties. But if person is in any Venusian work like finance, creativity, and all, then this placement can be good. Does Venus retrograde in Pisces really give the result of debilitated Venus? If this is in the second house, are we cursed to be poor forever? No one is cursed to be poor forever. No one is cursed for anything. Just that you need to utilize the energy. Venus in Pisces, Venus is creativity. Pisces is the sign of imagination. Get into any imaginative, creative work, and you will get the best of the benefits. Devote yourself to the service of the people, and then you will get the best of the benefits. Venus represents service. So there is nothing like someone is bound to be poor and all. People are poor because of their own mistake. People are suffering because of their own mistake. People are having troublesome life because of their own mistake, nothing else. Okay, what about moon in sixth house for Cancer ascendant, uh, and Rahu being the in the first house? Moon in sixth house for Cancer ascendant. It is good position for knowledge related matters, knowledge, higher education, because Moon is in the Sagittarius sign. Rahu in Cancer can make person more emotionally involved, like they can have extreme of emotions, either too happy, too sad. Get into meditation and resolve this emotional issue. Otherwise, it is a good position. Uh, in Dhanu Lagna, Mars in 11th house aspecting to Venus by 8th aspect, what result? Instability in relationship. Okay, lots of ups and downs in relationship. Can I put question on chart? I don't see any chart here, but if I can reply to the question as without looking at chart, I can reply. Try to make it a conceptual question. Okay. Uh, then, yeah, hi Priya, how are you? Uh, Saturn and Mercury debilitated in D60 chart, and Mercury is conjunct Ketu. Will the dashas be bad? Again, if you are going into D60 chart, use Mula Dasha. D60 chart has its own Dasha system. Don't rely on Vimshotri Dasha. This is the main thing about a particular system. If you go towards a particular system, go totally towards that. Don't try to mix a one system with other. Okay. Uh, so Saturn Mercury debilitated in D60 chart. Mercury is conjunct with Ketu. Will the dashas be bad? Which dasha? Mercury dasha or Ketu dasha? And nothing is inherently bad. If you don't know how to utilize the energy, then you will feel that it is bad. If Mercury Ketu are conjunct and this person is going through Mercury dasha, Mercury is all about this business and collection of information, sharing of information. Now business dasha is going on and this person is trying to do a job, then he will feel that it is a troublesome dasha, it is bad dasha. If he is into business setup, he will feel it is good dasha. Okay. It is just a matter of aligning yourself with the chart energy, which I am repeating for many years now in the every session. Just align yourself with the chart energy, you will be fine. No dasha or no planetary position is inherently good or bad. It depends on your utilization of this your astrological chart. Maharshi Parashara says, okay, what he says, Lord Vishnu incarnated as Lord Parshuram with the energy of Shukra Graha. How traits of Lord Parshuram and Shukra Graha are in common, please enlighten. I have no idea. I have not met Maharishi Parashara. I have not met Lord Vishnu. I have not met Lord Parshuram and all. Okay. Understand what I'm trying to say is that we don't have the original books even. This BPHS Bharat Parashara Hora Shastra. The original book was written in Sanskrit. I don't know Sanskrit. I cannot interpret Sanskrit. I don't know the one who has written the translation. He knew anything about Sanskrit. Okay, all we have is possibly the thousand translation of thousand version of original book. So I don't rely upon that. Okay, I don't rely upon the translated version. It doesn't mean I don't rely upon Parashara or Lord Vishnu and all that. Okay, I don't rely upon the translated version. Why is Venus in Pisces unlucky in love? Because they seek perfect love romance. They seek a perfect partner, perfect relationship, and uh, there is nothing like perfection in relationship. Relationships are bound to be difficult. Saturn in 10th house, exalted retrograde for Capricorn ascendant. 10th, okay. Venus in second house forming Rashi Parivartan Yoga, whether Shani Mahadasha will be good, which is coming in old age and yoga benefit. Shani Mahadasha is always troublesome. It will bring hard work, delays, frustration, perseverance. It will make you work hard, then it will give you the result. Take care of your good health, especially age related health issues. In Dhanu Lagna, Mercury, the lord of the seventh house, conjunct with Guru in the fourth house. Result: if person is working in Mercury, Jupiter, and Pisces related matters, then it is great. If person is in any imaginative, creative work, knowledge sharing work, okay, guiding, counseling people, then it is great. Amazing. I pray you would be blessed a million times by Lakshmi. I am already blessed, sir. Thank you very much. How to control anger being a Ardra moon? And just observe yourself. If you truly observe yourself, you cannot be angry. Chakras and horoscope relationship. I have written 2 articles on it, Kundalini and astrology. Just check those articles. Okay. Ketu in the second house, 24 degree in Dhanishta Nakshatra in Dhanu Lagna. Ketu in second house. What will be the Ketu Mahadasha? Ketu Mahadasha is about isolation, separation. Person may not feel connected with anything in life. Okay. If so, for materialistic pursuits, it is not a good dasha, but for spiritual pursuit, it is a great dasha. So try to divert your life towards spirituality in Ketu Dasha. Don't be materialistically ambitious during 7 years of Ketu Dasha. Then it will be great. I was reading an article where Osho says there are two alternates, suicide and sannyas. How sannyas isn't the alternative of suicide, right? Uh, because in both the matters, you die for the society. Okay, for the society, you are no more. You are no more related with the society, either in suicide or in sannyas. So that is why. That is again my interpretation. Please read Osho's interpretation. I am no one to interpret him. Okay. So, in both the matters, if the person has become a true sannyasi, okay, truly he is a sannyasi, he is not going to follow the social order. If person is obviously committed suicide, he cannot follow anything socially. So that is why suicide and sannyas are alternates. Either go this way or that way. Sannyas is the higher way of committing suicide. Uh, right. Taurus ascendant with moon in 12th house. Uh, Mars, Venus in the 8th house. Taurus ascendant with moon in the 12th house. Mars, Venus in the 8th house. Mm, Rahu transiting 12th house, and also person is in Rahu Mahadasha. Person is telling to see ghost. Can be possible. Like Rahu, 12th house is dreams. As I said, moon is there. Moon is mind. 12th house is also subconscious mind. Rahu is there. Tell the person to meditate. Tell the person to meditate regularly. It is a possibility. Like nightmares and all. These things can happen. How How will be Jupiter return for Taurus ascendant, Jupiter in 12th house, and Jupiter Dasha running? It will be great if a person is involved into Jupiterian work. Jupiter is all about knowledge, guidance, and counseling. Okay, so this is like person. If person is interested in knowledge-oriented matters, gaining knowledge, sharing knowledge, especially in religious matters, spiritual matters, or hidden matters, 12th house, hidden matters, then this can be a good transit. It can also bring some foreign travels or long distance travels. Libra ascendant Chandra Ketu in first, Rahu in the seventh, Venus in the eighth, Surya Buddha Shani in the ninth. Eight. Please tell in short about my life, especially career and wealth. Nothing can be told in short, especially when it relates to career and wealth. Career consultations take one hour long, at least 1 hour. Okay. अभ्युदय सिंह से बात कब होगी? Who is he? I don't know. How do you read D1 Saturn retrograde? D1 Saturn retrograde in Cancer. D9 it's in Scorpio, D10 it's in Leo. I am so confused on this D1 Saturn retrograde in Cancer. Person can have like emotional issues, emotional repressment and all. Okay. And D9 it's in Scorpio, D10 it's in Leo. Don't read like this. First go through all of D1 chart, all the planetary positions of D1 chart, then go into D9, then go into D10. You cannot read like this one planetary position here. What is then its planet position in the D9 and D10? You cannot connect. Suppose you are looking for career matters. First, read the whole D1 for career matters. Then come into D9 for career matters. Then come into D10 for career matters. Okay. So like this. Now I don't even know in which houses they are placed. How can I tell? So in like D1, I can say that Saturn retrograde in Cancer, emotionally repressed person, emotionally challenged person, but it can be very good for any work of nourishing and healthcare. Okay, but other things I cannot say unless I see the chart. कोई एग्जाम क्लियर हो जाएगा कि नहीं? Great. I am not looking at charts of people. Thank you. If you have any conceptual question, you can ask. In Dhanu Lagna, Sun in Bharani and Nakshatra. Okay. Conjunction with Saturn in Ashwini. Great. In fifth house. How will be Saturn? Saturn is always same. Okay. Saturn, Sun Saturn conjunction is difficult one. Also, I think Saturn is debilitated. So it is going to be difficult dasha. It will bring challenges. It will bring hard work and perseverance to the person. Okay. So person should be receptive towards it. Then he can handle the dasha in a better way. One thing is sure that there will be lots of challenges and changes coming into Saturn dasha, either through like and either through career matters or health matters or educational matters, these challenges will be there. Person has to be receptive, and person has to work hard really to make things better. Great. I have asked Lal Kitab astrologer. He said Rahu in 7th and Jupiter 11th, debilitated Libra ascendant house. Ask him why people ask me. I don't understand. The person has told you. Go ask him. I didn't tell anything. Right? I am not responsible for whatever anyone is saying in the world. Jupiter in first house aspecting Ketu in the ninth house. What result does it give? Great for any knowledge oriented matters, research oriented knowledge, especially Ketu in the ninth house. Ketu is research, occult mysticism. Ninth house is higher education. Jupiter is higher education. Jupiter Ketu combination gives unconventional views on religion, philosophy, literature. These things can be there. But if a person gets into this like knowledge oriented business or research oriented knowledge, it will be great. Is committing suicide is justified? Why society discourage suicide? I am not saying committing suicide is justified. I am saying taking sannyas is justified. Even Osho didn't say that committing suicide is justified. We both, like Osho and I, both are saying that taking sannyas is justified. If you have option of like suicide and sannyas, go towards sannyas rather than suicide. Okay. Why society discouraged suicide? No matter how a person is miserable, still society is discouraged. I am unable to understand the whole concept. Okay, understand it like this. Suicide means the person didn't appreciate what they got in their life. Suppose if I commit suicide, okay, that means whatever universe has given to me in my life, like my parents, my family, my wealth, my success, authority, recognition, whatever I have got, I didn't appreciate it. I wanted something more, okay, because of which I committed suicide. Now universe cannot provide in the next life, universe cannot provide me even this, because I didn't appreciate what I got. Okay, this is why suicide is wrong. That first of all, learn to appreciate what you have already got in this life. You have got the life itself. What else you want? You are living, your body is functioning, you are active in life and all. What else you want? Okay. And there was no need for universe to give you this life, but still it provided all the luxuries, conveniences around you. Okay. And you didn't appreciate it. Okay. And you committed suicide. That means you are not appreciating what you are getting. Why you should get it again? This is why. For Rishabh Lagna, Mercury is retro and combust in first house. Okay, how will be Mercury Dasha? Kindly answer, sir. Mercury Dasha will be great if you are doing any business, especially finance, wealth, or creativity related business. Taurus is the sign of wealth. Mercury is sitting in the first house. Mercury represents business. Mercury's Dasha is coming. Get into any business of financial nature, wealth, assets, stock market, or creative nature of work, and you will get good result. So Mercury Dasha will be excellent if you are doing something related with. If you are not doing it, you will feel, oh, it is a troublesome Dasha. The everything depends on you, how you utilize the energy. Venus is lord of eighth house, placed in the first house, exalted in Pisces. In its dasha, native inclination towards occult spirituality, moreover, in luxury, lavish life, etc. It can be either ways. A person can be interested in living luxurious life also, which is nothing wrong in it, and person can be interested in occult spirituality also. It depends on the evolution level of the person, where he is interested in. Okay. In Scorpio 10th house, Ketu in the third house, Ketu in the third house, Aries, Ashwini. What might it mean? Rahu in Libra, Chitra Nakshatra. Okay. So, they will realize their potential in life with delay. Ketu in the third house. Third house is your willpower, courage. Ketu is separation. So, if someone is separated from his willpower, courage, but eventually they will realize in later in life, maybe they may be interested in the occult side of life, or unconventional ways of healing like reiki, pranic healing and all. For those matters it is great. Career can be in the occult, but there can be lots of difficulties with father. Rahu in Libra shows like a person can be very much in love with traveling. What happens to Purnima full moon with Ketu in Libra? Very close conjunction. Will moon lose its all its significance? Moon's transit is only for a couple of hours close to Ketu. For some time, you may feel isolated, separated, and all that thing. Okay, nothing serious about it. Nothing serious for long term. Okay, so it can again be utilized in better way if person is in meditation and all spiritual matters. In Dhanu Lagna, Moon Mars conjunction in 11th house, Sun Saturn in the 5th house, Jupiter Mercury in 4th house, Shukra in 6th house. Which planets Dasha going good? Which planets Mahadasha going bad? Great, thank you. You didn't understand anything. I'm saying that every planet can give you a good result if you do something related with that planet. Okay. So Moon Mars conjunction in 11th house. So they both can give you good result if you do something related with 11th house Libra entrepreneurship. Sun Saturn in 5th house. They can give you great result if you don't work under other authority figure in the job setup and work for yourself in the 5th house. Knowledge oriented matters, counseling and all. Jupiter Mercury in 4th house. Again business in 4th house, home environment, private offices in and sharing your knowledge. Shukra in the 6th house, creative work. Okay, so if you do something related with these things, these planets will give you great result. If you don't do anything related with that, then bad result. That is the simplest way. Just align yourself with the energy. You will be fine. How should moon chart be used to see how your mind will react to the event? Okay, event will always happen through the ascendant. Your lagna. Okay, events will always happen as per the ascendant. Moon chart will show how you will react to that event. If reincarnation is a free will, would you want to come back? Let me deal with this life. People are so much into like this past life, future life. They are not concerned about the life in hand, right? And because here we have to work, we can think about past life, what happened in before. We can think about future life, what is going to happen in future, and reincarnation and all. But what is happening right now, we are not concerned, because here we have to put efforts. Focus on right now. Whatever change you can do in life, you can do here in this life, not after reincarnation, not in your past life. What is D9 used for? How should it be used? Just check. There are few articles quoted, like linked with this video in description section. There are two articles on D9. Okay, especially D9 as a chart of right life path. Just check that one. It will help you. Okay, Venus, Jupiter in 11th house. Will Jupiter be positive or negative? During its Dasha, Jupiter and Venus are enemies. Okay, Jupiter is in Pisces, the own sign. Venus is in Pisces, exalted. What else you want? Okay. Only thing you want now is like 11th house activities. 11th house is entrepreneurship. Get into your own entrepreneurship, and you will get the best of the result of Jupiter Venus in 11th house Pisces. In relationship matters, every chart is difficult. Don't worry about it. Okay. In relationship matters, every chart has troubles. So in relationship matters, person will feel lots of like frustration, because the expectations can be very high, but for business and money and all, it is good. Okay. Dhanu, higher education, July 2022. Great, thank you. I am not looking at charts, I am not giving prediction. If you have any conceptual question, you can ask. But for a suicidal person, nothing looks to be in his control. Even his birth looks accidental. He didn't know why he took birth. Only death looks certain in life. Great. If there is a small video in which someone asked Osho that is there any point in living? He says that I'm afraid that if I say that there is no point in living, and then you will say that okay, let's commit suicide then. But if there is no point in living, then there, what is the point in dying also? Okay. So if he is not certain about all these things, how he can be so certain about death? How he can be so certain about death, that after committing suicide he will be in a better position? You don't even know what will be there in at the other end. Okay. How person knows that if he is so unsure about everything which he is facing in life, how he can be so sure what is going to be there after committing suicide? Okay. So this is the main thing. It is like a person who commits suicide, it looks like they are leaving life or they are letting go of life, but actually they are more in love of life. Only thing is that they have the conditions. My life should go my way. My life should have this thing. Then only I will live this life. Okay. It is not that they don't have any desire to live. They have more desire to live. They are more attached to life, but life as per their wishes. Okay. This is not possible. There are 8 billion people in this world. Just imagine what will happen if everyone's life goes as per his wishes. One girl is liked by 10 guys. What will happen if everyone's wishes can get fulfilled? Okay. So this is the main thing that we need to understand. Why a person is committing suicide? That he has some criterias about life. Rather than getting rid of life, get rid of those criterias, and you will be in better situation. Even if he doesn't know whether rebirth exists or not, because he didn't have any past experience related to it, how will you stop him? That's what I'm saying. If he is so much into this thing that life looks difficult for him, or he has no idea about why he has taken birth, why he's going through this circumstances, then how he has idea that after death he will be in convenient place? Okay. How he has idea? What is making him feel that after like committing suicide, I will be in better situation in my life, or my next life will be better. Nothing. Okay. So this is the thing. Main thing is that um, regarding stopping, we can only counsel the person if we get a chance. Okay, and he should be counseled. Everyone should be counseled. Okay, so that is the way we can only counsel. Okay, so as I always say, uh, this thing is like it is a detailed discussion, obviously, but main thing what I wanted to cover is that why suicide is wrong. That person is not appreciating what he has already got from the universe. He is not appreciating that. Second thing, he has conditions, criterias of life. My life should go my way. My life should go this way or that way. Okay, so he is not he is not detached from life or nothing. He is more attached towards life. His life should be his way. Okay, then only I will live this life. He is conditional. He cannot have conditions. As I said, there are 8 billion people in the world. If everyone's life goes as per their wishes, what will be the situation of this world? Okay, who are we to even desire that my life should be as per my expectations? Okay, so this is the main thing. Then if he is so confused about life, how he is so sure about the death? If he is so confused about the birth and the life he is going through, how he can be so sure about the death? What will happen after death? Right. So this is these are the main 3 points which I wanted to convey. This is this worst kind of act anyone can do, suicide. Worst kind of act, because if you just pay attention, no animal commits suicide. Even animals are better. Suicide is only human creation. Only human beings commit suicide. No other animal commits suicide. You will not see a dog jumping from the cliff. You will see a man jumping from the cliff. Okay. So even animals are better in this matter. They also respect life. Okay. So this is only human creation, this suicide. Okay, so this is the worst possible act anyone can do, because again it is back to the same thing. You are not appreciating what universe has already given, so you cannot expect better life in next incarnation if you take birth. What result may be if sun in Libra in ninth house conjunct Rahu? uh, Maybe Sun in Libra and ninth house conjunct Rahu. Difficult situations with the authority figures. Sun is authority figure. Sun is authority figure. It is conjunct with the Rahu, eclipsed, and it is in the ninth house of loss of authority figures. So the person will be having difficulty. Person will be having difficulty in dealing with authority figures. Okay, so that's where person should avoid working under others authority and all. For other things it can be good for career on its own and all. For career on it on their own, it can be good situation. Okay. uh, right, for knowledge oriented matters, higher education and all, it is good position. Is it possible that people miss their best life, or is destiny fixed? Nothing is fixed. Everything is free will. You live life as per your free will. मेरी बेटी के बारे में बताएं. I am not looking. I am not looking at the charts. You can apply for consultation. from astrologer of your choice. आपको जो astrologer पसंद है उससे आप कंसल्टेशन ले लें. यहाँ पे सिर्फ conceptual questions के response देता हूँ मैं. Santosh Vora ji, I'm not looking at chart. I just respond to some conceptual questions. Okay. So if you want a consultation, please contact astrologer of your choice. That's the only certain thing. Life is full of uncertainty. Only death is certain. Animals don't have the level of intelligence. You call it intelligence. I call it stupidity to commit suicide. Even animal cannot take samadhi, which is kind of suicide. So why don't you go towards the samadhi kind of thing, the more higher way of committing suicide? Okay. Death is the only certain thing. That there is nothing like death. In the spiritual sense, there is nothing like death. In life is full of uncertainty. Even that is what I am saying. If you are uncertain about life, how you can be so sure about the death? If you are running away from one thing because it is uncertain, how you can be so sure of another thing which you have never experienced? Okay, why you are so much into it? It is just escapism, nothing else. Just accept it. Person is trying to run away from his situation. Okay, and person is unable to handle his situation for XYZ reason. It is not that I am not sympathetic towards them, but it is not the way. It is not the way to deal with the situation. Okay, so that is the main thing. My number is on site. You can check it. Your preaching is excellent. Even psychiatrist can also not explain such way that you explained. Thanks so much for your insights. You're welcome. Please tell that is there anything to do with the astrological charts? Like in my chart, there is Shani Mahadasha. Can one be successful be with free will? Yeah. Okay. Saturn is all about delays, hard work, perseverance. So Saturn will bring changes and challenges in life. Saturn will bring difficulties in life, and it will challenge you. It will challenge you with the hard work and perseverance and all those things. And if you can put your best effort over the longest period of time, then you will gain in this Saturn dasha. Saturn Dasha is all about perseverance. How much you can persevere. So suppose you are starting a new business. Make it a point that at least for 2-3 years you will continue that business, even if not a single person is contacting you for your services. So this is the kind of perseverance, dedication, and loyalty Saturn seeks from the person. Okay, if you are able to do it, you can gain it. Okay, don't leave it in between. Don't leave any work which you start in between. Show perseverance, continuous efforts, working daily on something. That is Saturn. So if you can do that, then even Saturn's results are for long duration. When it gives results, those results are going to stay for a long time. If Sun is conjunct Venus in Leo 11th house, how to explain it? Sun is conjunct Venus in Leo in 11th house. How to explain it? Great position for creativity or any work of creative nature. Sun, Venus, and Leo all represent creativity, but for relationship matters, lots of ego conflicts. What is Mars conjunct Mercury in Capricorn, 12th house? Aggressive communications, Person may have this sense of dominance through his communications, but for business purpose, aggressive, ambitious business person can be like successful in business in foreign lands. But in Western countries, society rates are more. They have all kinds of pleasure. They have achieved everything, but still society rates is high. That's why there is nothing left. Okay, the main thing is that there is nothing left to achieve. Uh, a poor person has some hope that tomorrow I will have some money, my life will be little better. A rich person cannot have that hope also. He has got all the money. Okay, so uh, again it doesn't mean that society is the only way. Spirituality is the next way. When you achieve everything materialistically, then move towards spirituality, not towards society. When you have exhausted materialistic life, the next life is life next life is like a spiritual life. Move towards spirituality rather than materialism. Okay, so I think it is clear. If can you please make one awareness session video on suicide and all that you do? I will try. Okay, take care. All the best. Enjoy.